In the beginning, before titles were given and before power learned how to speak loudly, the land already understood wisdom. The savannah stretched wide under the open sky, and every creature knew its place, not by force, but by balance. Yet among them lived a lion whose roar echoed across the plains, shaking grass, trees, and hearts alike. He believed strength was proven by fear, and leadership was confirmed when others trembled. Wherever the lion walked, silence followed, not the silence of peace, but the silence of survival. And the lion mistook that silence for respect. Not far from him lived an elephant, vast in size and unmatched in strength, yet gentle in movement and deliberate in thought. He did not announce himself. He did not challenge the lion. He understood something deeper than dominance, that true power does not need permission to exist. While the lion roared to remind the world of his presence, the elephant walked quietly, leaving footprints that shaped the land long after he passed. An old proverb says, "The river that is deep flows quietly." And the elephant was such a river. As seasons passed, the sun grew harsher, the clouds thinner, and the earth began to crack. The rivers shrank, the grass turned pale, and fear slowly replaced hope. When drought came, it did not ask who was strong, it asked who was wise. Yet the lion, driven by instinct and pride, claimed the last remaining watering hole. He guarded it fiercely, chasing away the weak, the tired, and the desperate. He believed that controlling resources was the same as controlling destiny. But wisdom teaches us, he who hoards water during drought drinks alone during abundance. The lion did not see tomorrow. He only saw today's dominance. He did not ask how life would continue, he only demanded that his rule be acknowledged. And so the land suffered. The young weakened. The old collapsed. Hope dried faster than the riverbed. The elephant watched. He did not argue. He did not confront. He did not roar. He understood that noise wastes energy, and energy is precious in hard times. He remembered the ancient truth, when words fail, work must speak. Slowly, steadily, day after day, the elephant walked to a forgotten riverbed, dry and cracked like broken pottery. With patience deeper than the drought itself, he began to dig. The sun burned his back. The dust filled his lungs. Progress was slow, almost invisible. Yet he continued, because wisdom knows that meaningful change is rarely loud at the beginning. Do not despise small beginnings, the elders say, for the seed carries the forest. While others complained, he worked. While others waited for miracles, he created one. His strength was not in his size alone, but in his endurance. He understood that strength without direction destroys, but strength guided by purpose restores. Days passed. Then weeks. The land mocked his effort with silence. But the elephant remembered another proverb, the ground does not open at the first knock, but it always answers the persistent. And one morning, the earth softened. A small trickle appeared. Then another. Until water, life itself, rose from the depths. The land breathed again. Animals gathered not because they were afraid, but because they were saved. The elephant stepped aside and let them drink. He did not claim ownership. He did not demand praise. He simply watched life return. From a distance, the lion saw everything. For the first time, his roar felt small. His strength felt empty. His power, exposed. He realized the truth that pride hides until it is too late. Fear can control a moment, but it cannot secure the future. Slowly, humbly, the lion approached the elephant. Not as a king. Not as a ruler. But as a learner. And in that moment, leadership changed. An ancient proverb whispers, when the wise speaks, the proud listens or falls. The elephant did not shame the lion. He did not remind him of his failures. Wisdom does not humiliate, it instructs. Through action, the lion learned that leadership is responsibility, not entitlement. That power exists to protect life, not to restrict it. That true authority is proven by solutions, not threats. From that day, the savannah prospered again. The lion no longer ruled by fear alone. He learned restraint. He learned humility. He learned that even the strongest claws are useless without wisdom to guide them. And so the land remembered a lesson older than any crown: the leader who walks alone arrives first, but the leader who walks with others arrives far. This story is not about animals alone. It is about you. About your home, your work, your calling, your influence. Some people roar to feel important. Some dig quietly to make impact. Some guard puddles of power. Some create rivers of opportunity. Ask yourself today, are you making noise or are you making progress? Because the world does not need more loud voices. It needs deep wells. It needs calm strength. It needs leaders who understand that legacy is not what you take, but what you leave behind. The one who plants trees knowing he will never sit in their shade has understood life. Be strong, but be wise. Be powerful, but be purposeful. Let your life speak even when your mouth is silent. And remember, true greatness is not announced, it is revealed over time. In the ancient rhythm of the savannah, before ambition learned how to shout and power learned how to intimidate, the land already knew a sacred law: everything that lasts is built quietly. The grass did not scream to grow. The sun did not announce its rise. The river did not boast of its depth. Yet all of them shaped life. And among these truths lived the lion and the elephant, each gifted with strength, but only one guided by wisdom. The lion walked with fire in his chest and thunder in his throat. His roar rolled across the plains like a warning to the world. Animals fled at the sound, not because he had struck them, but because fear arrived before he did. And the lion mistook fear for honor. He believed that being feared was the same as being respected, and that ruling meant taking fast, keeping more, and leaving little behind. But an old proverb says, "The hand that closes too tightly cannot receive." Nearby walked the elephant, heavy in body but light in spirit. Each step pressed gently into the earth, as if he understood that the ground beneath him was sacred. He did not challenge the lion, not because he was weak, but because wisdom does not wrestle with ego. He knew that true strength does not announce itself, it reveals itself through responsibility. Another proverb whispers, "The mountain does not bow to the wind, yet it shapes the wind." When the drought came, it came without warning. The sky hardened. The river stained. The earth cracked like broken promises. Hunger crept in quietly, and fear followed closely behind. In times like this, character is no longer hidden. Crisis removes masks. And the lion, driven by instinct and pride, guarded the last watering hole with fury. He chased away the weak, the tired, the desperate, believing that survival belonged only to the powerful. But power without compassion is violence wearing a crown. The elephant watched the suffering in silence. He saw mothers grow thin. He saw the young stumble. He felt the pain of the land itself. And he remembered a truth older than kings: leadership is not proven in comfort, but in crisis. Instead of fighting the lion, he chose a harder path. He chose responsibility. Day after day, under the burning sun, the elephant returned to a forgotten riverbed. Dust filled the air. Progress was slow. Pain was constant. And still, he dug. Not because anyone applauded him. Not because anyone believed in him. But because purpose does not wait for permission. A proverb echoes here: "The one who knows why can endure anyhow." As he labored, the land seemed silent. No applause. No signs. But wisdom teaches us, silence does not mean absence, it often means preparation. The elephant dug deeper, trusting that what is hidden below is greater than what is visible above. He believed that effort planted in faith never returns empty. And then, when strength met persistence, the earth responded. A small trickle formed. Then a stream. Then water, life itself, rose from the depths. The savannah breathed again. Hope returned quietly, the way it always does. The elephant stepped aside and let others drink. He did not demand recognition. He did not claim ownership. Because service does not seek applause. From afar, the lion watched. His roar no longer carried authority. His power felt shallow. He realized too late a truth many learned painfully: you cannot rule tomorrow by destroying today. Slowly, humility entered his heart. He approached the elephant not as a king, but as a student. And in that moment, real leadership was born. For it is written in wisdom, when pride bows, purpose rises. The elephant did not condemn him. He did not mock his failure. Wisdom does not humiliate, it heals. Through quiet action, the lion learned that authority is a responsibility entrusted, not a weapon owned. He learned that fear may gather followers, but only love sustains a legacy. And the land prospered again, because strength had finally married wisdom. This story lives beyond the savannah. It walks into your life, your struggles, your ambitions. Some people roar to be noticed. Some dig to make impact. Some guard puddles of power. Some create rivers of opportunity. Ask yourself gently today, what are you building that will outlive your noise? Because the world is tired of loud leaders and empty strength. It is waiting for builders. It is waiting for servants with backbone. It is waiting for people who understand that legacy is measured not by how many feared you, but by how many survived because of you. And now, let these words become prayer. May you receive strength that is disciplined. May your power be guided by wisdom. May pride never blind you to purpose. May you dig wells when others fight over drops. May you lead without crushing, rise without oppressing, and succeed without forgetting those behind you. May your hands be strong enough to walk, your heart soft enough to care, and your spirit wise enough to wait. As the elders say, the future belongs to those who plant trees whose shade they will never sit under. And may you be such a planter. May your life speak long after your voice grows quiet. May your impact outlive your presence. Because true greatness does not roar. It flows. The lion represents raw power without wisdom. He is loud, dominant, and feared. He believes leadership is about control, intimidation, and taking first. His strength is real, but it is misdirected. He rules through fear, and fear creates obedience, not loyalty. The elephant represents strength guided by wisdom. He is calm, patient, and purposeful. He does not compete for attention. He believes leadership is responsibility, service, and problem solving. His strength is quiet but enduring. He leads through action, and action creates trust. The lion reacts to crisis, the elephant responds to it. When drought comes, the lion guards what remains. The elephant creates what is missing. The lion focuses on power today, the elephant invests in the future. The lion hoards resources to feel secure. The elephant multiplies resources so everyone can survive. The lion demands respect, the elephant earns it. Fear forces people to submit. Wisdom invites people to follow. Proverb: the leader who shouts commands today will walk alone tomorrow. Lessons from the story. 1. Power without wisdom is dangerous. Strength alone can destroy. Wisdom directs strength toward good. A sharp knife without skill cuts the hand that holds it. 2. True leadership solves problems. Leaders do not protect comfort, they protect people. Do not fight over the last water, dig a new well. 3. Silence does not mean weakness. The quiet walker often carries the greatest impact. The river that is deep flows quietly. 4. Fear creates control, not legacy. Fear may rule for a season, but love and wisdom rule for generations. A throne built on fear has no foundation. 5. Crisis reveals character. Hard times expose who is prepared and who is proud. When the fire comes, gold shines and straw burns. 6. Service is the highest form of leadership. Leadership exists to lift others, not to dominate them. The hand that gives water is remembered longer than the mouth that roars. 7. Patience produces breakthrough. Quiet consistency beats loud urgency. The earth opens to the persistent, not the impatient. 8. Legacy is greater than authority. What you leave behind matters more than what you control. A leader is remembered by what remains when he is gone. Final reflection. Be careful not to confuse noise with impact. Be careful not to confuse fear with respect. Choose to be the elephant in a world full of roaring lions. True greatness is not announced, it is revealed by what you build.